Extinction is a dead end. There's no coming back from it. Or so they say, and Jurassic Park is disproven. These animals on our list survived apparent extinction and against all odds still live today. Especially number 1, which can be considered the most ancient animal on this list, so watch out for that. Here are animals that came back from extinction. The crested gecko. The crested gecko is the perfect example of an animal bouncing back from extinction. More on that in a bit, but first let's actually meet the animal. Crested geckos, or cresties, are a member of the Diplodactylidae family of geckos native to Australia, New Zealand, and New Caledonia. They are among the largest gecko species and typically range from 6 to 10 inches in length, including 4 to 6 inches of tail length. Their most distinctive features are the hair-like projections found above the eyes, which greatly resemble eyelashes. Crested geckos also have 2 rows of spines that run from the sides of their wedge-shaped head to the base of their tail. Oh, and they don't have eyelids, so they use their long tongues to moisten their eyes and remove debris. They are actually a very popular pet, mainly because of the way they look and how easy it is to take care of them. But it almost didn't go that way, as they were thought to be long extinct. That is until they were rediscovered in 1994. When they were rediscovered, the trade of this animal was banned worldwide, but not before a couple of breeders in the US got a hold of some. And the rest, as they say, is history. The Bermuda petrel. Like the dodo, which is probably the poster child for extinct birds, the Bermuda petrel was an island-dwelling bird whose existence was threatened by man. When Christopher Columbus sailed the ocean, it's thought that there were up to 1 million of the nocturnal seabirds on the then uninhabited Bermuda Islands. In the 1500s, passing Spanish sailors and the rats and pigs they brought with them feasted freely on the birds and their eggs during their pit stops on the North Atlantic Islands. In the 1600s, just 20 years after British settlement on Bermuda, the Bermuda petrel was declared extinct. Almost 400 years later, in 1951, Bermudan teenager David Wingate was one of a party of naturalists who rediscovered 17 nesting pairs of the gray and white bird. They were clinging to life on 4 rocky islets close to Bermuda's Castle Harbor. He became Bermuda's first conservation officer and worked tirelessly to support the petrel's reestablishment until his retirement. Now in his 80s, he still visits the seabirds he dedicated his life's work to. The New Guinea singing dog. The New Guinea Highland wild dog has been proven to be the most ancient living wild dog. This species is thought to be the ancestors of domesticated dogs and has been feared extinct for more than 50 years. They are called singing dogs because of their love of howling, which probably didn't endear them to their neighbors. The species has been rediscovered in the forests and highlands of New Guinea at about 3,300 to 4,200 meters above sea level. In 2016, cameras documented the presence of at least 15 highland wild dogs, including males, females, and cubs on Mount Puncak Jaya. It seems that scientists had a hunch that these dogs were actually extinct, even before the rediscovery. Between 2005 and 2012, there have been sightings of this species, but haven't been confirmed by solid evidence. According to scientists, the studies on these dogs give us a better and more detailed comprehension of these canines. The pygmy tarsier. Indonesia's tiniest primate species, the pygmy tarsier is about the size of a small mouse. Weighing less than 2 ounces and measuring less than 4 inches from head to tail, with the tail accounting for most of this length, pygmy tarsiers are about 75% the size of other tarsier species. And yet, relative to their diminutive size, Mother Nature has fitted pygmy tarsiers with long limbs. And it's probably these limbs that also help them cling to life despite apparent extinction. Gursky Doyen of Texas A&M University traveled into the mountains of Sulawesi Island in Indonesia to confirm that the pygmy tarsier was unequivocally extinct, but ended up becoming the first person in more than 80 years to spot a live one. Many other scientific teams came before him, and all of them failed. It's currently unknown how many live specimens are out in the wild, leading to their data-deficient classification by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, or IUCN. This means that not enough information is known in order for a better classification. That's why scientists are working diligently to find more of them, to better protect them. The Caspian horse. The Caspian horse holds the distinction of being both one of the oldest and one of the newest of horse breeds. Current archaeozoologic evidence dates the Caspian back to at least 3000 BC, predating other recognized breeds of horses. When the Persian Empire collapsed in 644 AD, its royal horse was lost for more than 1,000 years until its rediscovery in 1965. It was American Louis Farreau that rediscovered them. They were found by Farreau living around a remote village called Amal in a mountainous region near the Caspian Sea. This, being their last refuge from extinction, were in the Elburz Mountains at the southern edge of the Caspian, where locals would periodically catch them and breed them as workhorses. Small numbers of feral Caspians remain in remote areas near the Elburz Mountains of northern Iran. In Iran, a national Caspian stud farm, Persicus Farm, established by Louis Farreau, is maintained by the government. This once thought to be extinct creature is now considered a national treasure, and its future is looking brighter in its home country. The Smilodon. A while back, we did a list called 10 extinct animals scientists should never bring back to life. If this video is to be believed, then those scientists clearly weren't watching our videos, or just didn't listen to us. In this video, you see a happy couple walking their pet saber-toothed cat, also known as a Smilodon, down the streets of Los Angeles. Smilodons are vicious creatures, regularly hunting and feasting on thick-skinned prey like mastodons, horses, and bison. It probably ambushed its prey since its short legs limited its running speed. Its hunting strategy may have been to mortally wound its prey with its saber-like teeth, probably in the belly, and let the victim bleed to death. Smilodon, like most meat-eaters, may also have been a scavenger. So who in their right mind would want to bring them back to life? The good news is the animal in the video isn't real, but rather a very impressive piece of animatronics. The Slinky Smilodon puppet, formerly a fixture at the National History Museum, was making its way to the La Brea Tar Pits Page Museum, where it will begin a new life as the star performer in the Ice Age Encounters program. And who was behind this amazing piece of puppetry? Why, no other than Jim Henson himself. The Coelacanth. Coelacanths are elusive deep-sea creatures, living in depths of up to 2,300 feet below the surface. They can be huge, reaching 6.5 feet or more and weighing 198 pounds. Scientists estimate they can live up to 60 years or more. More importantly, they are the poster child for any creature that cheated extinction and made a comeback. It was thought to have gone extinct with the dinosaurs 65 million years ago, but its discovery in 1938 by a South African museum curator on a local fishing trawler fascinated the world and ignited a debate about how this bizarre lobe-finned fish fits into the evolution of land animals. Although not extinct, they are still classified as critically endangered. Well, at least one of its two species, with only 500 specimens out in the wild. Did we leave anything out? Let us know in the comments section down below. Want to watch more videos about amazing animals? Click on any of the videos you see on your screen. As always, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Later, everybody.